Ion, Jung warns about what we might call the woke. He doesn't call them that, of course. He warns about people who are obsessed with goodness, with moral purity. They feel as if they're really morally pure beings, and they essentially deny their dark side. They deny their shadow. They live in a land of moral absolutes, and they're on the side of angels, whereas other people are not. And because they deny this darkness within them, and all of us who are sane, we look at the woke and we see this viciousness, even though they think they're the most tolerant, the most loving, the most compassionate. We see this viciousness, this unconscious possession that has taken over them, and we watch them attempt to deplatform, cancel, rage against people, right? But they've denied their own inner evil. They feel like they're morally and totally pure. They end up when you deny your own inner evil, what you do is you project what you are, that inner evil, onto others. The evil, the wickedness within you that you don't recognize gets projected onto others. So, and it's usually, what's really interesting, it's usually projected onto innocent others. Like the more noble a person is, even the more likely that person or system or whatever will be projected onto with their inner evil. So they'll see like a good, noble, traditional conservative or liberal as a fascist or a Nazi, and you can't really talk them out of it because, well, it's so real to them. They don't live in the real world. That's why it seems like they're political psychotics, because they're not in touch with reality. They live in their own projections. And then what Jung would say in Ion is they're essentially playing with the psychological energy of the Antichrist. Right? You feel like you're a Christ-like person. You're a mere human. You feel like you're a Christ-like person. You're a political saint, and you're just ignoring all the evil within you, even though people on the outside can watch the woke and see how they are bigoted, how they are for neo-segregation, how they deny the idea that they can be racist if you're of a certain skin color, like all of these crazy ideas. And there is unconscious racism, and they exhibit it. When I push back against some of the accusations of unconscious racism, it's not because I don't think it doesn't exist. It's because I think they see it where it isn't. Where it actually exists very often is within them. So you have these people who are possessed by a terrible philosophy, a philosophy that tells them that they are the righteous moral actors on the world stage, that they're historically on the right side of history, while they're violating actual noble principles, like all people are created equal, that you have certain rights. You have this paradox, right? This paradox of these people who think they're inclusive, tolerant, empathetic, and they're actually, in practice, very exclusionary, filled with hatred, and really have no mercy. Like if somebody does mess up in some way, it's like you could feel the viciousness. So if you really want to understand Jung and you want to understand politics, and that of course it applies to the right wing as well, but in a slightly different way. I'll do another video on that, but the far right. But when you really want to understand politics, you look for what people see themselves as and notice what they're blocking out, what they're repressing. And what they're repressing will take possession of them, and they will see it in the world where it is not. And it's people who are repressed, it's people who project, that make society just absolutely terrifying and horrible for the rest of us. It's these people that rip apart the fabric of the United States. It's these people that end up tearing down capitalism, hating the Constitution, denigrating the idea of colorblindness. These are the people you have to fight back against, and it's hard to talk them out of their view of the world because the projection is so real to them. It's their own inner evil that they're seeing in the world. That world is extraordinarily real. It's hard to it's very rare that you can break through that and get somebody out of that and they go, wow, I was projecting. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of work to do that. And